Dukes of Weebdom.
Dukes of Weebdom.
Episode 92. Back from our Christmas break.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. So we had a few chapters build up for us on...
I wish there was more.
Same.
When I went to look at it too, I'm like, is this really it? Like, did Kagurabachi change release days? Did you notice? It's coming in 2 days.
So is One Piece, I think. I found that suspicious, but I don't know if it's a one-time thing. I think One Piece is. Oh, yes, this is what I was talking about, the new Persona mousepad thing.
Nice.
I didn't know. It took me like 5 seconds to realize what it was when I opened it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's like a mouse pad, keyboard pad, or even like a play mat if you wanted it to be.
Yeah, it's great. I have one upstairs from my... I thought I shared it to you when I said, but it's the full cast instead. So this is just the cityscape of Persona 5. This is like the main menu, cityscape view, and like before you enter the game. But the one I have upstairs is, Joker's in the middle, and then it just V's out with the rest of the main cast. They're all just right there. It's pretty fucking awesome. Yeah, 2 days for One Piece as well.
Yeah, I found that so weird. Caught me off guard.
Yeah, these things are great. My wife has a solid pink one that she got. It matches, like, because her keyboard's pink, her mouse is pink.
I feel like a Stardew Valley one would have slapped.
I didn't get it for her, so. But, because, like, it was back when she was streaming. One of her viewers got it for her.
Oh, that's nice.
Same with the keyboard and mouse, too. So, I've never bought her one because, like, I don't want to, like, fuck with her aesthetics, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because she's got the pink keyboard and mouse, so it all matches, so.
You saw my big gift.
I did, yes.
My Aki figure.
Fucking ginormous.
Fucking huge. This base is so heavy. It's like
hefty, yeah.
Yeah, hefty.
Is it like that big too?
Yeah. It was like
the circumference
I had to
of
grab
a dinner plate.
Aki, really wiggle him in on there.
Yeah, quality then.
Yeah. Hype. I also got Kafka plushie.
Nice.
Right.
I got this mouse pad, and I got a Darth Vader hoodie, which it's just his helmet, but like the designs on the helmet is the design of the Death Star.
Nice.
But it's not, it's not circular like the Death Star. It's like cut out of his shape.
Yeah, like
his helmet shape, and then from like a not a full frontal or side, like I don't know what you call it when it's turned, like instead of looking straight
profile,
like a side profile, but not completely from the side. So he's like a turned at like a 45 degree angle, not a 90.
I also got the Heron from Boy and the Heron as like a little ball figure.
Yeah, and
it just reminded me that's Robert Patterson that voices the Heron in that.
Oh, nice.
Right?
And I got a One Piece sweater that has the skull crossbones with the straw hat flag.
Yeah.
But then on the sleeves, I sent you a picture of it. On the sleeves down, 5 on each side has the same thing, but with like all of the main crew's aesthetics. So it's like,
I think you did send me that one. Yeah.
And then my wife got me a One Piece T-shirt. And then I swear there was another sweater that I got that was pretty cool, but I can't think of it right now. So yeah, three sweaters and a T-shirt and a playmat.
Nice.
My father-in-law actually got me the One Piece sweater because he knows I like anime. So I mean, he doesn't even know what anime. He just went to an anime store in the mall and was like, "Oh, a sweater."
I was gonna say you're very transparent with your love of One Piece, so it wouldn't surprise me if you knew to go for One Piece.
No, he doesn't know anything anime, and even if I said the word One Piece in front of him, he would not remember it.
To be fair, you'd like pretty much anything you would be able to get at a Spencer's anyways.
Yeah, probably.
Like, you just point and it'll probably be...
Have you been to Box Lunch yet?
No.
It's like it's pretty cool. It's in the mall, and then there's another one. That's like, you know where the food court is, and then you like up in the side corner there. There's another anime. It's more of a comic store because there's a lot of comic book stuff in there. But there's comic book stores these days are also selling anime stuff. Yeah. They actually have a fuckload of figures in there and stuff.
Because I know that's where the money is.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of anime stuff in there too. So next time you're at the mall, check it out.
I haven't been to the mall since I was...
I'm also... The last time I was at the mall...
that's not true. Probably for the movies.
Yes. I actually went to the... During our break, I went to that mall with the cinema that changed. It's not the old cinema anymore. It's a new one.
Yes. Did we even say the brand of that one? Isn't it an Apple Cinema now? Yeah.
The other one's local. But, it's alright.
The phone company stealing our local cinema.
I don't know how they make money, though.
Oh, I don't know either.
No, as in because there's nobody working there.
Oh, wow.
You walk in the front door, and there's a bunch of... there's like 3 and 3 on each side. And you walk up there, and you select what movie you want. You select the seat that are available, and then you hit pay, and you insert your card to pay, and it prints out your tickets. And then you can go to the concession stand to buy something if you want.
Yeah.
And then you just walk into your movie. But there's no one that checks the tickets, so why buy a ticket?
Yeah.
Like, literally the only employees I saw in the entire thing were 3 people behind working the concession stand.
You gotta have, like, security or something, like watching cameras, maybe.
You'd think so, but it's like... But there's so much, like...
I think of the Amazon store, where they were claiming that, everything you pick up, it just, like, keeps track of it and then charges you at the door, and then you leave.
Oh, yeah, I remember
But really, it was people on cameras watching each customer. Like, you'd be assigned a person as they walk in, and you're punching in each of the things they grab.
I feel like it would be way easier just to hire a fucking cashier.
It would be, but that wouldn't be the future.
No, instead it's the past. We're working backwards here.
Some autonomous robot technology right now is like that too, where they're claiming they have like a working model for a robot, but really it's like someone controlling it overseas.
Like, how many people would you need to try and follow every customer in the store? I don't know how large the store is, but...
Well, when you get cheap labor overseas, it's...
Yeah, I guess so.
Drop in the bucket, but a lot. Depending on traffic, you gotta think a lot. Because it literally is, you're assigned that person, you gotta follow them around the store through the cameras. Wow. Cheez-Its.
But yeah, so we saw Sonic 3.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Was it good?
It was very good.
Nice.
Yeah. Shadow was awesome.
Sonic fans have been jizzing all over Twitter.
Yeah, it's really good. Amy is going to be in the next one.
One person's like, this changed my brain chemistry.
Yeah, they showed Amy and Metal Sonic.
Yes.
The mid-credit scene.
Nice.
We didn't stay for the post-credit scene, and after the long credits, we're like, whatever, we'll leave. But it's like a 3-second scene just to be like, yes, Shadow's still alive.
I just want chaos.
Chaos control.
Yes, chaos is, I don't know, like, the deep lore, but he was in Sonic, the first 3D Sonic. He's, like, a water monster. With each emerald he gets, he, like, grows, and, like, as the game goes on. Love him.
It was good.
Fish a picture real quick.
If, it ever comes, well, it'll come to Paramount. I don't know if you have Paramount or not.
I don't. But this is, like, the third thing now that I need Paramount for, so... This is what he looks like at the start, at least. When he's most Sonic-y.
I was going to say Water Sonic.
Water Sonic, yes. But thankfully,
with
like...
fins. Yes.
Water Sonic and Metal Sonic having a Mario.
A Spider-Man meme off.
Spider-Man meme off. Yeah, everyone literally only shares that version of him. Oh, I guess this is one of the later versions.
Oh, wow.
Like, literally, each time you fight him, it's like he's evolved a little bit more since the last time. pretty neat.
No, Sonic 3 was
Oh.
very good.
Ooh.
Old ass games.
Yeah,
man.
I'll take the fan art one again.
I mean, the visuals are fucking spot on in all three of them.
Absolutely.
And Jim Carrey's amazing in Dr. Robotnik's role. Eggman.
He clearly loved the role, so.
Yeah, he announced that he was retiring, and then, like...
He even said,
6 months
I will not come back unless it is the perfect script. And then...
He played 2 roles in the new Sonic movie.
Oh, damn.
He plays Eggman and then Eggman's grandfather.
So it must have been the perfect script.
It was very funny with them together on screen. They actually, I think Deadpool really brought this out, but he breaks the fourth wall like 4 times.
Absolutely Deadpool's fault.
Yeah.
Well, actually, let's take it back a little farther. It's all Rick and Morty's fault. Everything is Rick and Morty's fault.
Maybe, yeah. But it was like subtle and not the first time though. The first time was like blatantly obvious. Because it was when the Jim Carrey when the Jim Carrey characters meet for the first time on screen, and they're talking to each other and about how similar they are, and they start going off about how it's almost as if we're being played by the same person, and they both, as saying that, look right at you, and then get right back into it. No, it was good.
Nice.
So I recommend any person that is a Sonic fan, check it out.
I also watched a movie over Christmas, though not in the theaters. Joker 2.
I'm sorry. From what I hear, it's a very bad movie.
It wasn't very bad. It was like a good half of it I thought was pretty good. I thought the third act wasn't great, and I think all of the songs didn't need to exist.
The first one was amazing.
First
So it
one
makes
was
me
amazing.
sad that what direction they decided to go with the second one.
Weirdly enough, I don't hate Lady Gaga in it. I actually thought she did a really good job.
Well, I didn't care that she was in it. Or
Yeah.
not. Like, casting's whatever to me. I just
When I
like,
hear Lady Gaga, I'm like, for this? Really? But she did a good job. But I don't know. There's like a specific moment in the third act where I'm just like, boo.
unfortunate.
Yeah. But I thought it'd be way worse based on how people were talking about it, though.
I haven't seen it, but I guess it's just mediocre.
Yes, it definitely doesn't live up to the first one. Even mediocre, I think, is a little bit strong. It does suck to have a movie end on its worst notes.
Yeah.
So that does leave a really poor taste in the mouth.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they would make a musical and not like give Joaquin Phoenix like any kind of vocal lessons or training.
So
I mean,
you're
it
saying
makes it
he's a
seem
bad
very
singer?
real, but the trade-off is I have a whole movie full of songs from a guy that can't sing very good.
Ouch.
Yeah, but it does make it raw. I mean, that's like, that is the character, but it's like, especially with Lady Gaga being the other person singing the most, she can sing.
She is a singer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I thought it'd be irredeemably poop, and it wasn't. I've seen way worse.
Oh, sure.
But it is also over 2 hours. I should really emphasize that one too. It was a very long movie.
Ugh.
Yeah.
See, I like long movies. I'm okay with long movies. But a bad long movie?
I just wish
Or
I could
just-
trim the songs off at the very least.
Well, hey, if you ever watch it again,
Yeah.
you can fast forward. Would you ever watch it again?
Probably not. It takes a really special kind of movie in my heart for it to be rewatchable.
Yeah.
Like, just my favorite Quentin movies, The Men Who Stare at Goats, the 2 stop-motion Wes Anderson movies, which is Fantastic Mr. Fox and Isle of Dogs. I think I'm already out. I'm probably missing like maybe 2 more that I love, like Repo.
There's a bunch of movies that I would watch again, but the problem is, see, Netflix used to be really good when they had movies. They just don't have movies anymore. Nope. So that's what it was when they... Because I remember Netflix used to be red boxes today.
Netflix, the only thing Netflix has for, like, me would be, like, foreign TV shows. It's like all Netflix has left.
Yeah.
They're the kings of it, though, but that's all.
No, I mean, Lord of the Rings, obviously, I rewatch those all the fucking time.
That's fair, too.
No movie, I mean...
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, I would rewatch. And maybe Parasite.
The movie that I've been really wanting to rewatch lately, because YouTube Shorts has been showing it to me, Kingdom of Heaven.
YouTube Shorts tries to show me that a lot, too. But I get it, because I'm watching Game of Thrones clips, mostly.
Kingdom of Heaven is such a good... That movie is so good.
Never seen it.
It's good. You should watch it. Watch the extended edition, though.
It sounds long.
It makes the movie way better, too. Not... The original movie is still good, but... They cut 45 minutes out of the movie. Yeah.
Damn.
It would be a long movie, yes. The extended version. Not as long as Lord of the Rings, though.
No.
Those are 3 hours plus each one. But yeah, no. In other news, I beat Persona 3
Nice.
Reload. Yes. And as I told you, I missed one singular trophy, so no platinum for me.
I assume it was good. Ended good.
Yeah.
Did you fight God?
No.
Hey.
Death.
A god by another name.
Kinda.
That's what Diablo chose to do when they ran out of demons in 3.
Diablo, yeah.
Yeah, Diablo 3, the last expansion was Reaper Souls, and you fight the Angel of Death.
So he called himself Death, but he's more just like a... Picture more of a primordial being that's coming to destroy reality. So yeah, basically God. But not actual God.
Yeah.
It's Persona 5, let me just be frank here. You fight straight God.
Actual God.
Like actual. You're like, oh.
It's so weird to think it goes there.
Oh yeah, it goes far. Because because I didn't think of it that way, but when you get caught up to that part in Persona 5 where the prison scene when you're in jail being interviewed, that's like the halfway point. Maybe actually less.
In
Yes,
Path of
less.
Exile 1, you fight a whole pantheon through the campaign.
That's cool.
Right? You even have like a buff board where you can choose buffs based on which gods you've been killed.
So I beat Persona, right? And 3. Very good. Did everything other than maxing out all the social links, but I needed to do a New Game Plus for that, and I just didn't want to do that. I did not download the DLC. Episode I was like... Because I went hard on it. Like, that was the only thing I was playing just to finish it. And I was like, I need a break from the Persona formula of the...
So time to go play Metaphor Refantasio.
No, that's why I downloaded X 10 Nordic instead. So I've been playing that for the last couple of days.
Damn. I can't get you a late Path of Exile 2 Christmas gift.
No, I don't have anything to play it on.
Oh, it's on console.
Since Path of Exile 2? Since when?
Yeah.
Since when?
Yeah, since early access started. I didn't say anything because I was just like, well, he's got a lot of games coming out.
Could you were telling me specifically that it
I
wasn't
thought
on
it
console.
wasn't going to be, but like literally like 2 days later, I was on the PlayStation Store and I saw the early access pack on there. I'm like, huh.
Look at that. Yeah, I know. So, I think it's Yiz. It's YS. I think it's Is.
It's so much easier just keep saying Yiz than YS.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is YS as in that's how it's spelled.
Yeah.
So, but I swear I've heard other people say Is. But I'm just going to say Yiz. So Yiz 10 Nordic. I've known about the game for fucking forever. Because it came out in Japan first. It was a Japan exclusive for a year. Then it came here, but it came here months ago, and I just didn't have time to buy it until now. And now I've been playing it. And I honestly knew next to nothing about the game. I had seen like one trailer for it like 2 years ago. I was like, that's lit. Because I've played Years 8.
I was going to say, you played another one of them.
And that game is lit. So I'm going to play that game when it comes out. I knew I was going to. Because it's the 10th edition of a game series. So it's going to be a good quality. Of, you know what I mean? It's going to be similar.
It's
formula.
It's going to be similar.
Its formula is going to be similar to the
I was about to unleash my trap card. Kawi Tecmo games.
I didn't know how much pirate it's going to be, though.
It's a lot of pirate?
It's a lot of pirate.
That's
you
good.
spend most of the time... I was talking about pirate games on here and how I wanted to play a pirate game and have a pirate ship that I'm fighting other pirate ships with, and I could customize my pirate ship and upgrade my pirate ship. And guess what? That's what X Nordic is.
Nice.
With land action RPG combat. So I'm like...
There you go, Skull and Bones. It was that easy. You didn't need to be the first quadruple A game to do it.
Fuck that. So yeah, I'm having a boatload of fun with it on my boat, shooting cannons at people.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really fun. The combat's really good too. It's like similar to other games with the JRPG genre, where it's like you got like AP, and you have like skills that cost the AP bar, and then they got to refill. But you also have just a quick attack with X, a combo that you can do when you have no AP. And by the time you finish just the one combo, you have a full bar and you just dump all your skills again. And then you can gain proficiency with those skills, and when you master them, you can then choose different skills, unlock skills. There's a bunch of skills. And then there's more combat too, because there's only two characters, the boy and the girl. Adult's character. So I don't like Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest, where it's different casts every time. The main character of Adult is in every game.
Is it in Atlas games?
Yes. But I'm not sure in the deep lore, because it's like every game references the same thing about him being on some kind of island that was trapped by a windstorm, and it's amazing that, oh, you're the redhead that fucking stopped that. That was cool, man. I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. That probably was in the first game. But then none of the other achievements that he does it. So I don't know if I don't think it's all one continuous story. Pretty sure it's not, because none of the other events are ever brought up in the game that he's done. So it's almost like the first one is the thing, and then each of the next 9 games is just an option of which
it's like
one
an origin story, and then an anthology.
Yeah, basically. But no, it's a good game.
Nice.
I don't have fun with it. And then it's not that I got bored of it. It was just like I was playing it because this was last night, so I had all day yesterday off. So I was playing it most of the day, and I'm like, okay, I've been playing this game for hours. Let's take a break, play something else. So I was like sitting there, like I don't even know what to play. It was at like 10:30 at night, and I'm like, I'll be damned if I go to bed yet. So, no, today I had all day off. I'm sorry. Yesterday I had a half day at work. Yesterday.
Good job.
So I decided to play the Star Ocean game that I have. Divine Light or whatever the fuck it's called. Boy, let me tell you, the next time I'm on my PlayStation, I'm deleting that game.
But the 10th game in an anthology can't be bad.
It's not bad. The others are just so much better that I can't go backwards to
So
this.
it's bad.
No, it's... Alright, so this is what I can't do. So the characters, I like all the character designs are phenomenal in it. But it's a very slow game. At a slow pace both. And then it's the same thing where you have an AP gauge.
Yeah.
And each skill costs X amount of AP, and it drains it. But you don't have anything other than those skills.
So you're just like running around a little bit.
a little bits.
Final Fantasy 12.
No, more than that. So it's like, okay, so you have like 4 low green, I don't know, squares. We'll just call them squares. And then your abilities might cost 1, 2, 3, or 5 of those, right?
Yeah.
So you do your 2-hit, 3-hit combo that takes them all away. And then you got like 10 seconds before you can do anything again. So you're just running around dodging shit.
That would do it for me too. I'd be like, no, bye.
So I think it'd be way better if they had the same like Years 10, where it's just like you had a bunch of like a base combo.
Yeah.
That you just a random quick attack combo that does whatever, and then skills on top of it. And then they have a bunch of mage classes in it that have these awesome fucking spells, but all of the spells take like 7 seconds to cast. It's a hyper long
Dragon's
combo.
Dogma for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd never play Mage in Dragon's Dogma personally. I could never.
It looks
But
very
here's the problem
slow.
with Star Ocean. The other 2 Star Ocean games that I've played, I also deleted before I got to the 20-hour mark.
So it might just be a Star Ocean thing.
I think it's a Star Ocean problem. That Star Ocean is just not an okay. It's not a good franchise. Because I see it too. Because it's like Star Ocean. You start every game on a fucking spaceship, and then something happens that's like, oh, now you're in a medieval fantasy setting. And you're like, I like medieval fantasy settings, but I kind of also want to be in the stars fighting shit. And I have never gotten back to the spaceship parts in Star Ocean.
I think it was my partner said that the first one, you actually start in the medieval setting and go to space. It was like, that was so great. And then all the other ones have been worse in comparison.
Let me just say, it starts in, the cutscene starts in it. And then you start the game in the medieval sphere. So, like, this one, I remember it. You were in space doing space things in the cutscene, and then your ship crashes. And you're like, well, fuck, my ship is broken now. Oh, actually, no. You got attacked by, like, other people, and they destroyed it, and you used escape pods to get down here, and then you had to go find your teammates or whatever. But I don't know. I mean, my problem is that right now it's starkly compared, because it's the same genre of games, the same style of games as Years 10 Nordic, and that is a way better combat system. And it's not by a country mile. Years 10 just blows Star Ocean out of the water.
Brutal. So
I don't know. It's like 25 gigabytes. So it's not like I'm saving space by deleting it, and it's been on my system for fucking.
But you just know you don't want to play it.
Not right now. Maybe I'll just save it again, and maybe once.
There'll never be another time.
Yeah, probably not. I played it for like an hour.
Genuinely won't be.
I fucked up because I saved, because I went in and I was like, oh shit, I have a whole bunch of AP. Let me go to the fucking skill menu and just spend all this and get a bunch of stats for all of my people. And then I was like, well, I just spent mad shit, let me save. So I saved really quick, but before I checked, I wanted to see when my last save was, but I didn't see the date. It's got to have been at least a year and a half.
Because you're going to go Years 10 Nordic, into Dynasty Warriors, into Monster Hunter, and then whenever in the future beyond Monster Hunter that you actually get your full fill, you'll go back and finish Dynasty Warriors, and then you'll start Metaphor.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, it sure does, doesn't it? And Metaphor seems long.
Oh, yes, 100%. It's an Atlas game.
Yeah, it's going to be long.
Strikers is a fucking Warriors game. It's a Persona game with the Warrior skin. And that game had me go over 100 hours.
Oh my god.
And I still want to play that again, because I'm really close.
You're more likely to play that again than Star Ocean.
Maybe, maybe not, because it's on my PS4. There's 2 games on my PS4 that I still want to play.
We can download them on your PS5.
Sure, I could.
You absolutely could. Like, I have an external hard drive full of PS4 games.
I would still need to turn on my PS4 and upload the save data to the cloud first, though.
That would have to happen.
Strikers, because I want the Strikers Platinum, and I'm really close to it. I just need to do more farming to get levels so that I can fight the Reaper in that game and beat him. And I think there's like one or two other bullshit trophies. Just got to farm out some shit. But I would also have to remember how to play it because it's not turn based. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So trying to remember how to play that fucking game and then fight the hardest boss.
Yeah, but say that deep in, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's gonna be challenging. And I still have Dragon Quest 11 that I haven't beaten.
That's my struggle with Hollow Knight. Because all I got is that last true final boss. So I always go back in to have to practice that fight.
Not remembering how to do it.
Yeah, it's been a nightmare. I so want to finish that fucking game.
So those are the only two more games from the best. Because before I went to bed last night, I was looking through my trophy list and be like, I just want to see what's on here. What was I close to getting platinums on? What would I? So I was like, oh, a lot of them I was closer than I thought I was, but then like some of them are like God of War 2018. So like I put shit out there. I have to be close to it. I checked it. I was like, okay, yeah, never getting that trophy. Got it. Goodbye. There's 3 trophies that I'm like, fuck that. 1, find all the Odin ravens. They're little birds hidden throughout the entire game that you can see them and you can throw your axe at them and break them. But sometimes they're flying around in a circle or they move or sometimes they're in weird spots. I'm like trying to find all those. Looking for, there's like 80 of them. I think there is. The second game tracks how many are in each zone, so you can hover up a small section and it'll say that there's 3 Odin ravens.
At least be able to look up that zone.
Yeah, because I did it in that game, because in that one there's a secret boss tied to it. So, but the first one doesn't have that. So I'd have to follow a guide through the whole game. And I'm like, no. And then there's another one, open every chest. No.
Nah.
Nothing.
That's another one you need a full start to finish guide again.
Yeah,
too.
and then there's something else. Collect all of something else as well. And I'm like, I'm all set. Goodbye.
I'm so sad. I'm like, I was 1 Paladin's trophy away from that platinum, but I'll never get it. It's literally everyone but you has to be dead at the same time. And that's 5v5.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's not fucking happening. And I was like 3 or 4 Overwatch trophies away that I would also never get. The only one I could easily explain is the fucking Reaper one, which is get 3 solo kills. So you need to kill 3 people. In 1 clips of your guns. So you need to kill 3 people that are untouched at all by anyone on your team. Not even a slight graze nicking them. All within 1 clip of your gun.
Is that even possible?
It's like
apparently
a 0.1% like completion rate on that trophy, let me tell you.
It's wild.
And the other ones are just as like hard character specific ones. I remember I was playing a match once and the enemy team was like, hey man, we're trying to get that really hard Zenyatta trophy for Zenyatta. Just let us do it. We'll throw the match after, please.
I only need 2 more trophies in Smite, I believe. But I don't play Conquest in Smite. And it's Smite 1.
To that degree, damn.
Well, because the trophies are...
Oh, I remember. One of them's kill before minion spawn or something.
No, that's just in general, and I have that trophy.
Oh, nice.
There's kill the Gold Fury within a minute of when it first spawns, and then same with the Fire Giant. So you need to play multiple matches. So it's like Paragon. As soon as Fangtooth spawns for the first time, kill it within the first minute of that.
Yeah, you need at least a few coordinated people.
Yeah. Same with like Pitcher or Prime. The second that thing spawns, you gotta go. Whole team's gotta go over there because it's like a minute. So you need to be there when it spawns and then kill it because you still gotta kill it.
Yeah.
Between when it spawns and that timer runs out.
And pray that it doesn't get stolen.
Yeah.
Because you're not setting that up. You're not waiting for 3 kills. You got to get there when that shit spawns. It doesn't matter what their team's doing.
Now, in Smite, the map is much bigger, so it is a lot easier. It should be easier to sneak that, because no one's expecting you to do a fire giant second.
But someone might think of it when suddenly a bunch of people are missing.
Yeah. You would think.
All it takes is one person to find you guys out.
Because it never happens on my team. But like, I'm way the fuck over there, and you're like, hey, the whole team's missing. Why don't you guys go check on Fangtooth?
Yeah, I pinged that.
The enemy team is just
Ward Fangtooth, Ward Fangtooth, Ward Fangtooth, Ward Fangtooth. Good job.
And I also only need 3 more trophies in Paragon.
Nice.
Predecessor.
Doesn't it not have a platinum, though?
No.
Isn't that the saddest shit?
No. But each one of those 3 are the hardest ones to
get.
Yeah,
isn't it like it was fucking ridiculous. Isn't
get
it like,
1 character to rank 10, get 5 characters to rank 10, and then get 10 characters to rank 10.
Oh, suck my dick.
It'll happen. You just gotta play the game.
Yeah, like 2,000 hours later.
Probably. Well,
you gotta think all of this time, and you're what, 6 with Fang Mao?
Yeah, but I also haven't been playing them a lot lately. Just because I've been getting other people up. I have a bunch of people with 5, almost 6.
So it's like,
it's a lot.
More than double that for all of them now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
See, because like Smite, I got a fuckload of people at. I have the entire Warriors tab in Smite 1 to Diamond.
Nice.
Which is
their highest.
They're 10, rank 10. Some of them I've done it. Achilles, I'm closing up to doing it my 4th time.
Hey.
So they have worshippers.
Yeah.
You get from once you hit 1,000, that's rank 10. So and then like each 100 or well, the breakdown's weird, but like each rank is whatever. But then when you get to 2,000, and you still have the X that's in there for rank 10, but then you get a little star, so then that you got to 10 twice. And then you can do it again, and you get another star. I have 3 stars on Achilles, so I've gotten him to rank 10 4 times.
Nice.
And King Arthur twice, and then some other people are above the 2,000 things too. So I don't know if it's the same amount of games for Predecessor and that. Eventually, just playing the game, you'll get there.
Someday.
Yeah. But none of the other games that I was looking through really stood out. Oh, 14 did.
And Diablo 4.
Oh,
Because you're 1 trophy away.
I am.
You are. We are.
14, I was like, technically I got that platinum twice. But I don't see it on my PlayStation 5, the second one. But I need to try and count it better. Because I can scroll down in the thing, so I have Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
And then you scroll all the way to the bottom and you get A Realm Reborn, and that has the platinum next to it. But the trophies to get the platinum for what I have in 14 now, there's more of them. So I could get the trophy platinum again. But then I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's never happening. Because one of the 3 of the trophies are things I just don't do. One of them, I'm about to get a trophy for it. I was looking at percentage. But one's desynthesize like 1,000 items. I'll get that eventually because I do decent occasionally when I have shit. But then it's synthesize, meaning craft. I think it's 5,000 collectibles, and then another one for or it's like 1,000 and 5,000. I'm like, well, I don't craft, so it's just never gonna happen.
Yeah, you're not
and
about
even
to
if
start to do 5,000 of them.
Yeah, and even if I did craft, it's always for a short amount of time that I get my crafters to the max rank, only 2 of them.
Yeah.
And then I fuck around for a little bit on the few days after I get it, and then I don't touch it for an expansion. So I'd literally never get that trophy. Because I'm not a crafter. But I have all the other trophies. But then I've noticed now with 14, you go into it, and it's like, here's the thing. But like, then it's like, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, Endwalker.
Yeah.
Newest one. But then the newest one, this patch.
Ooh.
Patches now of trophies.
Oh
so
my
you
God.
go, 14 probably has like 500
Jesus.
trophies you can get for it. Yeah, there's an asinine amount
That's
of
a
trophies.
bit much.
But those trophies don't count to the platinum. They're their own thing. They're separate, like a DLC.
Still a bit much.
Yeah. Hey, it's just more trophies to get that trophy count number up.
Yeah, the score.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sitting at 9 platinums, right?
I'm sitting at like 20,000 bronze.
2,700 and something for you.
Oh, hey.
I compared our trophies
Hey.
while I was on it.
Hey.
Because I was looking at it, and I was like, because your trophy score is like 304, and mine's 297. So I still have the bronze trophy, but you got the silver one. The symbol next to it.
Yeah.
Because you're over the 300 mark. I'm like, that's bullshit. You got 600 more bronze trophies than me, but then I have more silver trophies than you. Like 100 more fucking gold trophies than you, if not more. And then I have 9 platinums and you have 4? 3?
I think
4?
so. Probably 4.
This is horseshit.
Twice on PlayStation All-Stars.
I didn't get that one. I'm one away from that one. I'll never get it though.
No. This is...
It's an online trophy. Skyrim.
No.
You have to have had
I
Skyrim
don't
trophies.
have to. I've never finished the Civil War quest line.
Ah,
In all of my time playing Skyrim. Not a single time. Nor have I finished the College of Winterhold quests ever. I hate those quest lines. Those quest lines could suck my ass.
They're so quick though.
Ugh, no, just the one first quest going down to get to the giant orb thing and fucking...
It's just a dungeon.
That one quest alone takes forever. And I'm like, if this is what this shit's gonna be like, I'm out. I literally always abandon those quests after I do that one. I'm like, oh yeah, this sucks. What am I doing here? I got the vendors. I could go.
You know, that's a sidetrack to get you more confused in trying to count your trophies, but
It'll come to me.
Sky Oblivion is coming out this year.
Yes, I haven't watched any videos on it yet.
I watched 5 minutes of a video of it, but yeah, the fucking Oblivion rebuilt from scratch inside of Skyrim.
I remember.
I was like, that's commitment.
To Risk of Rain too. Because every trophy is tied to an achievement. Every achievement's tied to a challenge in game that unlocks an item for your item pool. So you bet your ass I have that platinum. I dug through
yeah, Risk of Rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if I have that one twice now that I have it on PS5.
I feel like you definitely have a different one though.
I also feel like I'm still missing one. I am. I know what it is now. It was Multiverses when it came out on PS4.
Hmm.
I got the platinum in that. I was fucking crushing in that game.
So I have 2 games that have it twice. I have 14s twice because PS3 and then PS4 versions, and I have Skyrim's PS3 and the remaster Skyrim.
The fishing edition.
No, that's the one that fucked up my Conjuration save file, and I was pissed, and I haven't.
Different version of Skyrim. Gotcha.
Yeah. Because that was when.
That was Skyrim 8, not Skyrim 3.
Yeah, Skyrim 8, patch 7. So I have Skyrim and 14 twice. I have Dragon Ball Z Budokai collection, the PS4 one that had Budokai 1 and 3. I have Gravity Rush.
Nice.
1. I didn't beat Gravity Rush 2. Sadness. Tales of Arise. That's only 6. There's 5 or 6 there. So there's 3 I'm forgetting.
I'm really sad that technically 3 of my platinums are Smash clones.
I'm really trying to blank. Oh, Persona 5.
Yep.
Royal. That's one of them. That was my favorite platinum because I got an email from Sony. Congratulations for getting a platinum trophy on Persona 5 Remake. Here's a dynamic theme for your PlayStation 4. Thank you. And a profile icon that has never been removed from my profile. It's still the same one.
Nice.
Yeah. I fucking loved dynamic themes on PS4, and it
Me
makes me
too.
so sad PS5 doesn't have them. I did find out that you can change your background when you're on the For You tab. If you go there, the background. So I put a screenshot from 14.
I'll put the Xbox logo as.
You'd have to, because there's no internet browser on PS5, right? So how
No, I don't think so. Not
how would you get the picture downloaded?
USB drive.
Yeah, that would do it. Yeah, dynamic themes are great, and they would change all the icons of everything.
The sounds.
Yeah. It was the Velvet Room.
I had so many that I would switch between. Risk of Rain was one of my favorites, though, because it would just go around one of the stage 1 maps and it would just be raining. It was just the sound of the rain.
That's awesome.
There's-
14 had one where the background would change between different zones, and they'd have little chibi versions of the people.
I had one of the 14 ones.
It was free, so.
Yeah.
And the little chibi versions of characters would be running around, and like chocobo icons and shit. It was dope.
They got a Killzone one at some point, too.
Well, I mean, because they just sold themes and for free or for small purchase, like $1. Here's $1 for a theme. Not all of them were dynamic. Some of them were just a flat print. It changed the symbols of stuff, and it'd just be a screenshot in the background. Yeah. And then I like how it changed from the bottom, and when you go
flip up and down. Yeah, good shit.
Yeah, PS4 has the superior home screen.
Oh yeah, interface in general.
Take notes for PS6, PS5 6.
PS. I don't want to think about that yet.
Yeah, well, it's years.
Yes, and I have a PC now, so
a
laptop. Hey, at least it's running Path of Exile 2. That's the most I could ask for. And Marvel Rivals. It's running it better than it did in the beta, which I'm happy about. When I stream, though, it does start lagging a bit.
You're missing out on trophies.
I am. Except for there's Steam achievements, but I just don't give a fuck about them.
Yeah, because on my page, like my main page when I log in, the latest thing for me is that one of my friends got a gold trophy in Marvel Rivals. So today I found out, I was like, all right, what the fuck is this? Just reach player level 20. I was like, that's fucking easy. A gold trophy for that?
I'm only player level 12.
Yeah.
I also could be playing way more.
Yeah.
If PoE 2 didn't drop on the same day, I would have that, I'd have that down on PC by now.
Nice. I'm so far away from the platinum in Monster Hunter World. I was surprised. But then a lot of the trophies are stupid ones. Like, there was 3 different trophies for the little net thing that you can capture.
I knew it! That is exactly where my brain said when you said stupid trophies. I'm like, I bet you have to capture all the creatures that you can put in your room.
Well, it's 3 specific ones. And it's just this one's fluffy and cute, one's thorny, so I'm like, that's probably the Cactuar. Well, no, because the Cactuar wasn't in the base game, so it wouldn't be a trophy. And then a different rare thing. So I'm like, that's 3 trophies there. I was like, okay. And then I needed 10 gold crowns for the small hunts. So 10 smallest
found to
slain monsters, and then 10 gold crown largest monsters. And I didn't have either of those.
Yeah, I was about to say, I kind of feel like that one you would have.
One of them.
I mean, they're luck still, so I can understand you not having them, but I would assume you would.
You would think so, and I'm like, because I got 6...
Especially since it's not
600 to 800 hours in that game.
Huh.
Yeah, I've beaten that game on 3 different characters, and I don't have that. It's like, the fuck is this? And then there was, because you know how each time you collect one of the, the samples of a monster out in the world, it, levels up and stuff like that? They each have 9 levels. Every monster has 9 levels. And there's a trophy to get max on every monster. And I'm like, that's just... Because this thing's
that's unreasonable.
Yeah, there's the monsters that just don't ever hunt. You know what I mean? Like the fucking Tobikadachi. Like I'd hunt it once or twice, and then I wouldn't go back, so that level would be low. But then something like Rathalos they're everywhere, and I hunt them all the time, so of course he's Mac rank. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's...
I've killed so many Tobis, even in just my time in Must Hunter. Because I liked having the weapons, so I just made a whole bunch of Toby weapons, and it's just so fast to kill. Mm-hmm. Hey man, what is going?
So I know it was just a beta, so I'm still gonna relax. But based on playing the beta of Wilds, the handling of my hunter felt more smooth in Worlds than it did in Wilds.
Damn.
It's more like but again, Worlds is more finished product, and it has an expansion and multiple patches of updates to it, and this is a beta, so I shouldn't really say anything. I shouldn't have my concerns. I'm sure once I get in it and start playing, it's also...
You're also going to play it regardless of...
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyways.
1 billion%.
It could run just like that and you'll still be playing it.
Yes. It's just something that I noticed while I was in it. I was like, it just felt like it was a bit smoother. But then again, beta. That's what a beta is. It's true beta. Nowadays, people just throw that word on everything.
And early access.
Yeah.
Then there's a couple goats like Hades and fucking Path of Exile being like, no, we're using early access to actually fucking bug test here. And actually build on it.
That's what it should be. Because this was more... The Monster Hunter one was still more of a demo.
Yeah.
I loved getting games back in the day. There would be demos on the game.
Yeah,
you'd put
or
the
a
disc
demo
in.
disc with it.
Yeah, you'd put the game in, and then from the main menu you can put... So there's only one first-person shooter game that I absolutely loved and wanted to play. And it was on a demo. I don't even remember which PS2 game I have that has the demo for it, but the game's called Area 51. And I have the game now. Someone found it for me and bought it for me.
Nice.
And I played the shit out of it. But yeah, it's Area 51.
Yeah.
It's a shooter game. You're there, aliens break out, and you gotta shoot them all. And you go through, and I don't remember the fucking story, dude. It was a shooter.
I don't expect you to.
It was pretty good, though. For me, not liking first-person shooter games.
Just still try.
Or just any game in general with guns.
It's not a first-person shooter, but you should still try Marvel Rifles.
It's hectic as fuck, man. I see I see so many fucking shorts about it. And by the way, I'm sorry. Anytime you guys say, "Oh, I just went 30-0," or 30-5 or whatever, I'm like, okay, that is greatly reduced because I've seen the kill times now, and I'm like, that's nothing. You guys should be at like 60 or something.
Yeah, that's a normal good match.
Yeah, people die in like 3 seconds.
It's true.
And I'm like, yeah, you should have 30 kills.
It's
by the end
still
of each
somehow
match.
the time to kill is better than Overwatch. Because Overwatch, you just walk out and Widowmaker headshots you and you're just dead.
Brutal.
Yeah.
But no,
I think it's a lot with the respawn timers. I think you come back so much faster than like an Overwatch.
Yeah, because it's just like...
Because like a 30-0 in Overwatch, you're like fucking chiseled god statue of you in the halls of Overwatch Square.
Yeah, no, I was just watching. It's just like so much going on. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. And people, I've seen like... Because the mouse and keyboard, the screens are just going. I can barely tell what's going on.
Fucking Black Panther, you literally have to have that down because he does like a dash through people that can reset. So like the play would be to dash, spin, dash. So you literally have to do 180s constantly to keep dashing through the same person.
I also heard that just everyone locks in the same people all the time, and then you complain that they don't have a healer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm an advocate for roll queue, which is picking your fucking roll at the queue screen so we can have balanced teams.
They have a big enough player base that they could do that.
I agree.
If they had a smaller player base, then you'd have longer queues. But I think their player base is big enough that you're not going to have a queue.
Agreed. I wish they would.
Just Steam, they have like, what, 700,000 people playing it right now?
I think it was more like 300,000, but that's still like really fucking good.
Well, what's their all-time peak? Was that like 700, I mean, right? Was it fucking high? It was high as fuck. And that's just Steam. It's a bigger console market, I'm sure.
peak 418.
Yeah.
You know what the crazy thing is? It's been how many weeks since it came out? / Path of Exile 2 has come out. Are we on week 3 now?
Sure. I'm not counting the weeks.
I think it's been week 3. I wish it would told me when it came out.
When did it come out?
I have to separately search that.
When did Path of Exile? The end of November?
I feel like it was end of November.
I feel like it was mid-November, wasn't it?
December 6th.
Oh.
So December 6th is almost a month now. It is still at 387,000 right now. Playing right now.
Yeah.
That
At
is
9 o'clock at
insane.
night.
The consistency of the chart 3 weeks after launch is insanity.
Yeah. Who made this game, by the way?
NetEase, a Chinese company.
Oh.
Usually behind like more gacha-y affairs and stuff like that. But I guess they just really... They got that Marvel license and they're like, all right, boys, let's get our Avengers going on this game.
Well, I mean, they're going to make a boatload of money through fucking microtransactions through it. Because look
I
at
think
Overwatch.
NetEase is the one that had Overprime?
No, that was...
The other one.
Well, maybe, because I just remember Overprime was... Tencent was the parent company, but it was a subsidiary.
Yeah, I think Tencent has their fingers in both of these companies.
Well, Tencent has their fingers in everything.
They do. Overprime Studio.
And yeah, well, all right, they have 300,000 players on Steam.
Yeah, and that's Steam.
Just Steam. All the console players, and then is Steam the only place you can play it on?
Netmarble. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, same people, same thing.
Same shit.
Are there other launchers that have it? Is it on Epic?
I have no clue if it's on Epic, but it's definitely on Xbox and PlayStation.
Mm-hmm. So.
Because I don't have Epic. I'm not downloading another launcher. I just got rid of fucking Blizzard's launcher and Riot's launcher from my computer.
Good choice. And then I'm sure, well, because then, if it's on, can you buy hard copies of PC games nowadays? Is that even a thing anymore?
No clue. I remember seeing them way back in the day when I was a wee lad.
Yeah.
I would see like the rack that had the PC games because they always came in like these ridiculously big boxes.
Yes.
You know, it's just a fucking disc in there.
Yeah. I have one upstairs still. My Lord of the Rings Online.
Nice. I had City of Heroes, but then my parents found out it has a subscription fee, and they're like, no.
Dude, to this day, I don't know how I convinced my mom to pay a subscription for me for that game. Granted, I only played it for like 6 months. Granted, that was the only thing I did in 6 months. I went to school, I came home, I played that game. That's it. But I don't know how I convinced her to fucking allow that to happen. You know what I mean? I wish, though, that I had some kind of access to my old account. I don't even know. I was probably my mom's email, her AOL email. She probably got rid of or doesn't know how the password to get into. Because I would want to fucking, like, you know, my first character just to see that. Because I did play it. I've played Lord of the Rings Online 2 other times. It never got very far. It's a very hard game.
I bet.
And I don't mean as in difficult. It's a hard game to play. As in it's a bad game. But it's Lord of the Rings, and I fucking like, I want to walk around Rivendell and all this other stuff. But yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also 2 trophies away from the First Descendant Platinum. That one does have a platinum.
Yeah.
But like I told you, the
Lucky.
fucking... Huh? Oh,
Look,
yeah.
you're lucky it has a platinum.
Yeah. One of them is just going to take a very, very long time to do. It's not hard, it's grindy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just, I have to use a bunch of guns a bunch of times to upgrade the proficiency level to then add a socket module type to it. And I have to do that 10 times. It's going to be rough. But I'll get a trophy next time I play.
It sucks that one's like so much longer than the other ones.
Yeah, I got 5.
You think that would have been scaled to about the same length-ish as the other ones, but it seems like 5 times longer.
There's like 6 trophies directly related to modules, and I got 5 of them this morning.
God damn.
Because I saw what they all were, and I was like, oh, that's easy. I just...
Boom, boom, boom.
I haven't been fucking with modules much because it's its own separate inventory that doesn't have an inventory cap, and I just hit the equip to recommend button, and I get whatever I get. I'm in the end game now. I'm at max level.
Do you need slots for your frames in fucking...
No. What do you mean?
Like an inventory slot for your frame?
No.
In First Descendant? Because in Warframe, when you go to buy a frame, it says you got this frame and 1 frame inventory slot. So if you were to try to just grind frames, you will hit an inventory cap that wouldn't exist if you were paying money to buy frames.
That's disgusting behavior.
I think you could buy more inventory slots too to like offset that, but yeah, isn't that nasty? Sorry, it just suddenly kicked me in the head.
There's a tab in the in the menu that you just tab over to Descendants, and it has the full list of Descendants, and it just says locked or unlocked.
That sounds a lot more friendly.
It is. Yes. But no, so the module trophies was like, because I haven't been fucked with them, like I said, you pick them up off the ground, the loot drops, and you get them. Some of them come at rank 1, you get them at rank, there's like 10 ranks, you can level them up.
Yeah.
But that was some of the trophies. So one of the trophy was level up one module to rank 7 for the first time. It's like, oh, I have leveled up modules. I didn't know I got it to rank 7 or not. So I did that. Yeah. Easy work. Another one was fuse 10 modules. So it's like, well, I have like 300, so I'm just going to choose a bunch.
Do it all up.
All these low rarity ones or these useless ones, I'll just fucking burn all these. And then there was one to weird number. Dismantle 77 of them. So why 77 and not like 80? Whatever. Yeah. So I noticed when in the dismantle, it was like, dismantle duplicates only. I was like, there we go.
Perfect.
Because duplicates are useless. You can't have...
more than one of the same?
Exactly. So I'm just like, whatever. And you're not going to want one. There's so many different varieties that you're going to want them. And each one has a points value. So you have 80 points as a max. And each... thing costs, if you max one out, it costs 15.
It's all so similar to Warframe.
Yeah, well, it is just Warframe. And then you just equip them all, and then you're done.
I've had coinciding mental images of Warframe things the entire time through.
Just Warframe with booty cheeks.
And apparently not inventory bullshit.
Apparently not, yeah. I mean, I reached inventory cap because there's so many weapons that drop, but then you just, in the field, just dismantle the useless shit and you get items from dismantling and then you just pick them back up.
I remembered inventory bullshit. I was like, yeah, if you ever do get into Path of Exile, you have to do the one mandatory microtransaction, a currency stash tab, because god damn it, it helps.
That's so scummy. That's a fucking...
You don't have to.
How much does it cost?
God, it's a good... Oh, God, I don't know. Like $2, $3.
Yeah. But now try $2-3. By how many concurrent players were on Steam?
Oh, yeah, I almost guarantee you that...
75% of them bought that.
Yeah, minimum. Absolutely. 100%. Because it's something every content creator says, too. They're like, you're good... The game's free to play, except for the fact that you're going to go here, and buy the currency stash tab. Because otherwise it's like Diablo, where you have the normal grid stash.
Yeah.
And you'd just be placing your currency into there.
All right. I won't say that that's a scummy tactic, because it's a free game that you put in $2 in. So you could say the price to pay this game is $2.
And you don't even need it. It's just like... It's so good quality of life wise that it's like you should.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're going to be having stacks of it of all the different currencies in your regular inventory.
Taking up space.
Where the currency stash tab has a special slot for each one and they'll stack infinitely in that slot. And when you go to deposit, no matter what tab you're on, it'll go straight to the currency tab, right to its spot. It's like, oh, so good.
You know, it'd be so much better. They click one button on their end and make it just that way
yeah,
forever.
You just have one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
It's
bought
whatever.
quite a few stash tabs, not gonna lie. I wasn't even full on space. I just did it because I like organizing my shit.
Hey, whatever.
Yep. But that's the only one I would say is like mandatory. The one other one that I think could absolutely be argued is a little scummy, but I could see it both sides, is you can't sell items without a premium stash tab. But I argue it's because...
As in, like, on a player market for in-game
Yeah.
gold? You can't sell items?
Not in-game golds. They're currency items. But yes, essentially, yeah. Player-to-player sales. You could buy from other players, but you can't sell without the premium stash tab. I argue, and this is what it is in my head. First of all, I say, on paper, very scummy. My counter argument that could all be fan fiction in my mind, but they are an indie studio, so I think it's to kind of limit
Who's an indie studio?
Grinding Gear Games, the makers of Path of Exile.
I would not call them a fucking indie studio anymore.
I don't know, man.
They've put out Path of Exile 1 and Path of Exile 2 at this point. Which, granted, Path of Exile 1 is a very niche game. I get it. I got it.
No.
But, at the same time, you know what I mean?
They have 158 employees. We maybe bump them up to double A. But for their like scope / budget or whatever, I feel like it saves them server capacity and space to not just let everybody throw all their garbage up on the trade site.
Yeah, true.
That's where I thought, because if everyone had that power, they'll literally just throw every item they take off up there to see if it sells for something. And my other argument would be maybe it's to limit botting. Bots flooding the market.
Very, very true.
Yeah, that one only just came to me. That's probably even more likely.
Yeah, that's more likely. Okay. Yeah, I get it.
So they ban
because
your
it's
account,
like-
they got to repay for a premium stash tab.
Listen, I'm sure gold may be just as combinable as Diablo, maybe? No?
This is why I had to correct you earlier. You don't trade with players in gold at all. You trade with those currency items that you use to improve your gear.
Oh.
You can't trade gold to people. You straight up can't.
That's good.
So it's like,
But
oh, that item's great. I'll give you 3 exalted orbs and a regal orb for that.
what do you use those orbs for other than that?
Improving your gear. They're consumables that, like, the exalted orb, for example, it's like, it'll add a mod to a rare piece of gear.
Oh, nice. Okay. How combinable are those?
I got maybe 2 my last play session through playing, not through trading.
Yeah. Ouch.
And that's the one you really want. That's not like the most expensive, like, get you anything, but creators would call that exalted orbs are the dollar bill, the $1 bill. Below that, you're working with change. Above that, you're getting to actual good denominations.
Maybe it is just all to fight bots.
I think it might be. Because they could still try to farm out all these orbs, try to trade them up into the ones that are valuable, and then flood the market.
Yeah, because realistically, how much...
Just
Are
keep
you
in
really
mind,
gonna
there's
get from
no
selling
soul binding in the game, too. There's no restrictions on trade besides you can't trade gold. Gold is just for NPCs and respecking. But otherwise, you could put anything up on that market.
Cool. But coming off the trophies, onto some manga. We got a BC section. You know, I mean, we have a few that had some doubles. And then some of just like solos. We finally got what do you call it? A Spy Family.
Yes.
Actually, kind of liked the chapter. Actually, well, speaking of Spy Family, we'll just start with Spy Family.
I really liked the chapter.
Yeah, it was a really good chapter. It was main plot progression.
This is the first one I read of the week too, of the 2 weeks.
Well, because I read.
Actually, not true. I read Kaiju and then this.
I read the the first whatever week had chapters. I read most of those.
Yeah.
That week, and then this current week, I did more. So it's like I didn't ever read 2 of one thing back to back. Does that make sense? Because I had separated the week, so I didn't have to read like a billion things.
I did like spread out over 3 days.
Hey, at least you did it all over 3 days and not in one day.
Yeah, no, I think I only read like 3 chapters today.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, the Melinda fortune telling hour.
Yes. And she doesn't hate Damien as much as I thought she did, maybe. She's more
right. It's definitely, you're definitely right that it is like more about the dad, obviously.
Oh yeah, well now, 100%. I no longer have speculations that maybe this guy's a good guy. If his wife is that afraid of him, he can't possibly be somewhat a decent guy. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Say the first lines where she like starts talking to the reader, I guess I'd say, where she says, "I wasn't able to be there for him due to my weakness, my worthlessness."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's yeah, I don't see him being any, like... So, my thing is, then, I don't think Lloyd is going to have to convince this guy to end the war. I think he's going to have to convince him with a bullet. It's my thing.
Well, they could still smack us with some sort of subversion of it.
True.
Like, maybe he's not abusive. He's just really, really hard on her. Like, maybe she has, like, postpartum depression. He's like, hey, don't rub that shit on my kid. He needs to be perfect.
I thought I had taken a screenshot of something in Spy Family, but I didn't.
Though this does all harken back to the family dinner we just had in Spy Family, where it ended to where he's... Oh, God, I need to grab his exact line again. When he was walking away from that dinner.
Lloyd?
No. Papa Desmond.
Oh, yeah.
I'm grabbing it.
It's like a thought bubble, right?
Yeah, here's this has been a worthwhile evening. Where he said, hey Jeeves, what did he mean by worthwhile? It meant your father enjoyed being able to have a meal with you. I still feel like this wasn't even the line I'm thinking of.
Maybe it was something he was saying to himself while eating.
No, because he didn't say anything to himself.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think he even spoke. So I think it is the fact that he used the word worthwhile.
See, he just looks evil, too. He's just such an...
Yeah, because there's this
faces,
part where it's going through everybody.
Yeah, I don't think you can find whatever...
No, it's just the worthwhile thing, I would say.
No.
Like, what... Because it implies here that it didn't mean, like, being here for dinner was what's worthwhile. Somebody's just checking in that she's raising her the way he wants her to. Wants him to be raised.
And now Lloyd's gonna be her fucking psychiatrist. And not kick her in the face. There will be no kicking.
God, I wish Anya would be there, though.
Right. Just so that us, the reader, can see what she's thinking.
Yes. So I'm excited for the next chapter now, too.
Yes, very much. It's gonna be Liddy McTitty.
Liddy McTitty. How long do we have on that? There's no date. There's no timer on Kagurabachi, guy.
Sadness. So, I read a new manga.
Oh.
But then I'm infinitely sad about it.
Oh, no.
It's not as bad as you're thinking, but... away, fucking pop-ups.
I do assume the worst when you say you've read a new manga.
Oh, well, you're going to absolutely hate what it is.
Oh, no.
So the title of it is a webtoon.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Here we go.
The Extras Academy Survival Guide.
Ugh.
So before
Not
you...
even a catchy title either.
It's not.
It's fucking...
The titles of everything these days are fucking horrendous. So, I read 38 chapters of it. I find, before I even say anything, it's really good. Before I even say the premise. Because it is one that I know as soon as you hear the premise, you're going to be like, I'm never even going to think to read that.
I'm probably not going to change my mind either.
You probably won't. But I'm not going to go through the whole plot of it either. I'm just
Life
saying,
is too short.
Yeah, it's very, very good. I quite enjoy it. But it is an isekai into a video game. And the dude knows the outcome of the video game, so he's trying to be the background character. He's like, I don't even want to fuck with the main cast. Let them do their own thing. But things happen that get him involved in everything.
The Eminence in video game.
Well, no, the Eminence Shadow is just one, not a video game.
I know. I'm saying they're smashing them together. The Eminence in video game.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, because the Eminence in Shadow, he wants to be the shadow organization that pulls the strings and everything, but he doesn't actually realize that his group is the shadow behind the things. He's just an idiot. This guy is not an idiot like Sid is, but it's good. I was enjoying reading it. I read 38 chapters. I lied. I read 33 chapters. And then I was like, watch an ad or pay gold for this one. I'll watch an ad to read the next one. Watch an ad or pay 3 gold for this one. So I watched the ad to read the next one. Oof. And I did it again up until I could no longer read ads anymore. Damn. Where I would need to... Oh, wait, actually. I can watch an ad to read one chapter. The other ones require 7 coins. But it's free in 39 days.
Oh.
And so it's got 48 total chapters. I have to wait 102 days to read chapter 48 for free.
Oof.
So that's the big Satch part.
Yeah.
I'm on Webtoons. I caught up to what they have.
You hit the Webtoon trap.
Yes. And I did. So at least now I can still read once a week, but I just have to watch a quick ad. And they are really short. They take like 15 seconds.
I figured they must be if you kept hitting it.
Yeah. Well, because you do it once and then you read the whole chapter. And then it's like, do it again. Because it's really like, it pops out. It's a pop-up.
It shows like someone playing a video game for like 15 seconds.
Yeah, and then the X appears and you hit the X. And then it'll show a still shot of it with a click here to download for 5 seconds. Then the skip button will pop up. You hit the skip and then you go. One of them was for Coinbase, the app, and I have the app downloaded, but I haven't touched that app in a year, 2 years.
Do you have a lot of money in there?
No.
Okay.
Like $3 maybe.
You have to report on crypto.
If you sell it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like at max $10. It was chump change that I put in there that I don't give a fuck about. Okay. That even if I lost it all, I'm like, it's $10. I don't give a fuck. But now I accidentally clicked on it instead of the X, so it opens the app for me for the first time forever. And so I instantly closed it and went back to what. But now I get notifications constantly from the app, and I'm just like,
you get more ads for it.
Yes,
because no matter what, every time I get something or download something, that's when I start getting the ads for the thing. Like, I start playing Magic the Gathering again. Now I get Magic ads. Like, guys, you got my money. AdSense is getting really lazy these days. Marvel Snap was the same way. I'd get, like, 6-month-old Marvel Snap ads only when I was playing Marvel Snap.
It's like, you should know that I'm playing it, so you don't need to advertise
actively
it to me.
With my wallet.
Savage.
Like,
well, yeah, no,
not only do I play, but you're already getting my money too. Like, and the first time I noticed it though was because I bought Raycons, And then I started getting Raycon ads.
How are those, by the way? Everyone says they're good. Are they
They're not
actually
that
good?
good.
No, they're not.
The ones I got at a gas station were better.
Oh, ow.
Yeah, and I mean by like a wide fucking margin too.
Because Raycon's all about the noise canceling, so you put it in, you can't. Yeah. No. Did you buy a cheap one version of the Raycon? Yeah.
But they were
Either way.
right off their site too. It wasn't like refurbished or anything like that.
Brutal.
And literally the $20 ones I just got at a gas station are way better. Like, the housing's really cheap, but like the sound's way better.
Yeah, I mean, fuck that. The housing. Yeah. I have one I bought off Amazon, I think for like $25. And I bought one, the same set twice, but the first one I bought, it's a piece that goes in and then it has a wraparound around the outside because it's also a Bluetooth.
Yeah.
So if someone calls me while I'm listening to it, I can answer it and just talk through the Bluetooth on the phone. And it's got a button on the side so I can pause the video that I'm watching. And the wraparound part on the right ear broke. And I don't know if it's just because I always use just the one in my right ear. If I try and use just a headphone in just my left ear, after about 20 minutes, my left ear starts hurting.
Oof.
Like the inside from listening to it. It's like uncomfortable. And it's just, I don't know if it's just because I've been going like 2 years now with just using that. That's just, it seems more natural to put it in my right ear. So if I have to
damage is already set in.
Yeah, so say it like it dies or something and I have to recharge it, which is very rare. If I take it out of my charger at work, it's gone that full day, and it will even do probably most of the next day.
The AirPods do not do that. I can tell you that much. I'm changing those motherfuckers like every hour and a half.
Oh, no, this thing has like a 15, maybe even a 16-hour battery life. I'll put it, like, right now, it's upstairs in my backpack because I accidentally brought it home with me, one of them. And when I do that, it'll be sitting in my backpack, so I won't be connected to it for a while. Then I'll come home and I'll be like, why is my YouTube video muted? And I'll go to turn it up and I'll see that I'm connected to it. And then I'll disconnect, and then the next day, tomorrow, randomly it'll reconnect. Yeah. And they charge really quick. It's just, that's just saying that's on that whole time. And it's, its battery life is like, that's the only time it ever dies. If I accidentally take it home and don't charge it, then it'll die at work. But no, it's nice. So that's the only reason I rebought it was because the one broke for the right ear. I was like, well,
get comfy again.
I can't not have the correct one. So I threw the old ones away and got this. And it has a nice round case that flips open. It has little ports you put them in. It charges. It just stays on my toolbox at work.
Yeah, the Raycons, like, it all works. It's just the quality just wasn't really there.
No.
Sound-wise.
It's unfortunate. But whatever. But anyway, so if anyone's listening, Survival Guides, I forget the name.
Because there's so many words.
It is. The Extras Academy Survival Guide.
It's not even easy to say.
It's not. But if you're not a heathen that decides not to read good literature just because of its premise. I'm sorry, I'm totally that guy too.
It's like...
The only reason
there's very few things we read on this podcast that we should be calling good literature. Probably, yeah.
It's good, but the only reason I'm actually reading it is not because I stumbled across and was like, oh, the Extras Academy Survival Guide. I think I should read this, or I like the cover art.
I sure know it wasn't. Well, it could have been the cover art, but I sure know it wasn't the first one.
No, it wasn't even the premise. It was I've been seeing a lot of these YouTube shorts where it's just some dude just like, here's such and such manga, and here's a minute premise of the video with a bunch of screenshots of it.
I can almost guarantee you I'd swipe on title every time.
And I watched that. I was like, oh, that actually looks really interesting. And I looked it up on Google. My plan was to look it up because this is why I have so many internet tabs. Because I'll look it up and just leave it on the Google page of me looking it up and save it for later. Indefinitely. But then the first time I did, the literally first thing was Webtoon. I was like, oh, it's on the Webtoon app. So I went on the Webtoon app and just opened it there for a while. And it's been sitting there. But then over this 2-week break, I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I want something to read. I'm going to check it out. Read the first chapter. And it was really the second chapter that really got me in. Like, the first chapter was good enough to make me read chapter 2. But chapter 2 was like, I think I'm going to keep reading this for a little bit. And then I just kept reading and reading. And
It just didn't end.
yeah, it took me 2 days. Two separate days. And then I was trying to look through the Webtoons app for more shit to read, and I just couldn't find anything. One, it was like The Cleric of Decay. I read the first, 4 chapters of that, and it's...
Even that doesn't
okay.
spark any joy in me. Doesn't spark disgust, but I'm just like,
I don't know. So, I mean, because the problem is, when I'm looking on an app for something, most of that time I'm judging things based on, the cover art. And I'm like, that doesn't look like something I like. That doesn't look like something I like. But you know what else doesn't look like something I like based on the cover art? Sakamoto Days.
Yeah.
And Dandadan, because, the main cover art is just the dudes sitting there. You know what I mean? It's not got, aliens in the background and all this other crazy wonky stuff. So...
got a dorky kid in glasses.
Yeah. And just a girl.
A girl.
And I think, is Gigi on it or Ira? Somebody's on
If they are, it's another boy and another girl.
Yeah. And they're in school uniforms, so it's not like...
Only one of these 4 look like they're truly anime. And even she's low-key for anime, Ira. Pink hair.
Yeah. So, I really shouldn't judge it by that, but that's how I go through the webtoons, so...
I'll judge a book by its title. I have to become the change I want to see in the world. I can't give in. It's not hard. I said that like it's some burden
Manga
task.
Artists really need to work on their titles.
I think it's an editor problem for a lot of them. Well, no. It's a fucking trend problem. It's a fan writer problem. It is a light novel culture problem.
I blame Danmachi.
Yes, I blame that whole wave. But yeah, that would probably be the...
But at least Danmachi has Danmachi. It's not
part of
just...
me wonders if it's a localization thing, too. Like, is there a simple Japanese name that doesn't directly translate to 80,000 words?
No, because every single one of those shorts I tell you about, he always says the Japanese name first,
Oh, like,
which is longer.
Like a Monogatari fucking conversation.
Yes. And then he'll say, or she will say,
A returner's magic should be wonderful and make every girl around me jizz on sight.
You know, that's actually funny. Returner's magic should be special is what I was reading when you got in the car.
Oh, no. No.
And then was sad about, because what I was reading it on, I had to sign up to whatever bullshit site was to read chapter 4. And I was like, well, I'm not doing that. I don't know what site this is. And then I was like, hold on, give me a second. I was trying to search somewhere else to read it. Because that one I found a short. It's got 200 and something chapters, though. So it's a long one. And it's got a short that had a really cool scene and premise to it. And I'm like, I'll check it out. But I did read on, like, Reddit threads about it. It's a very slow-paced manga. So I'm like, I don't know.
Oof.
But I only read the first 3 chapters. I'm semi-interested, but not interested if I can't find somewhere to fucking read it. That's not this site that wants me to pay coins to read chapters. And I'm like, that's not happening when there's 1, 200 something chapters of it. And 2, I don't know what site you are, bitch. You're just a random site on fucking...
Give us all your information and money now.
Yeah, no thanks. So, there's that. But you know what doesn't do that for me? The Shonen app.
The base step.
Yes. Which I was reading on today with Wild Strawberry.
Yes.
Fucking pulling a banger chapter out at a fucking left field.
All right.
I liked it a lot. They pulled a 180 on me. I thought that this dude was working for the Black Lily.
Yeah. Like,
and I was like, oh, maybe
at that whole chapter being like giant tree I'm feeding.
I was like, oh, maybe the Black Lily ain't such bad guys. Oh shit, his head just got cut off.
Goes the weasel.
And this guy just climbed out of the fucking where the head was. And then said, yeah, now this thing belongs to the Black Lily.
It's a JoJo's thing.
What's a JoJo's?
I was like, what anime did I see where the bad guy hid in a horse?
Hid in a horse?
Yes. Guy who hid in a horse. JoJo's. I'm almost certain it's a name we'll both recognize. Oh, yes, it is Jack the Ripper.
Ah, yes. I've drawn a blank, but Jim Carrey did that in that fucking Animal, but it wasn't a real animal. The Animal Show. They did.
Oh, Ace Ventura.
Ace Ventura, yeah. The rhino. I assume the horse was dead.
Yeah, I think it is.
And he was hiding in a dead horse.
But it was also upright. So I think he... no.
Jack the Ripper, a vampire.
Yes.
Fucking vampires.
Fucking JoJo's.
Fucking JoJo's.
So yeah, a Black Lily guy just pops right out of him.
Oh, I liked it because it was finally like back to the crush and shit and away
Yeah.
from the Makoto. I don't like how they handled the Makoto thing. I
At all.
I don't first off like that Makoto is now just dead, so I have to come to terms with that. But I also just don't like the fact that Kingu fought the fight by himself. The girl just stood there crying. Like I felt like she should have been more involved. She knew Makoto longer. I don't know how much longer, but longer.
It's just...
Even if it was a day longer, how long has Kingu known the dude? 2 weeks max?
Backstories in post work for bad guys because it sucks sometimes having to set up like a bad guy that's only going to last 4 episodes. So you don't want to bore people to tears with their backstory up front. So it makes sense for like the Demon Slayer formula. That doesn't work for like major parts of the party. You should be doing these kinds of flashbacks before.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted me to care about that flashback, it should have been before Makoto died.
Yeah, you should have built up his character more, because, like...
Weave it in inside the Kingo fight.
I was more sad that Makoto was gone because of Makoto's potential I saw in the character, not because I was attached to the character. Because you count it up, and he's probably in the series for 15 chapters.
He's probably said, like, minus the flashbacks, like 10 lines.
Yeah, I was going to say you could probably fit a single chapter of his voice lines, if that.
I think there's whole chapters that he's in where he doesn't speak.
Yeah. He's just kind of there. It's unfortunate.
It is.
No, it wasn't unfortunate. The Dandadan chapters. But then what was unfortunate? The Dandadan ending finale. Where it ended. Nobody likes that.
Nope.
And it's like, I get it, but a lot of people are saying that they don't like it. Why you end a season there? I'm like, well, first off, it's Core 1. Because Core 2's coming in, what? April? July.
Same time as Kaiju Season 2, by the way.
Yeah, but Kaiju is a Season 2.
Yeah.
Dandadan will just be a Core 2. It won't be a Season 2.
They've been labeling it Season 2, though.
Have they?
Yeah.
I think it's too soon of a release for a season. Because it's like... ReZero will be coming back, I think, in April. Because it ended on... But theirs is a split season. So, like, they only aired 6 or 7, maybe 8 episodes. And then they stopped. And the rest of them will come out in the April season.
It feels like they're all just labeled however the people making it want to label it.
Yeah, probably.
So I feel like that would be the best time to use the word core.
For ReZero, yeah.
Yeah, this magic word that did exist before like 3 years ago.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. At least in this context, it didn't exist. But it was a banger episode. Dandadan.
It was, yes. I was really hoping to see the evil eye, but it's okay. I'll live.
Though I feel like It wasn't a different intro, right? No, it was the trailer. I feel like the trailer kind of spoils.
A lot?
Yeah.
It does.
It doesn't take like that high of an IQ to gloss things from the fucking trailer.
Yeah, no. To be like, yes, spoiler. Spoiler.
Spoiler.
Gigi and the Evil Eye is one thing.
Yeah. The only thing they did show was the worm, and the worm would have made no sense to anyone out of context. Like, that would have been a pretty safe thing to show.
Or they would have just assumed that, that worm must be the evil spirit that's in the room of seals. Or whatever.
It would have been better.
Not that the Evil Eye is going to possess Gigi. Like, come on, people.
Yeah, weird choices there.
Agreed. Chapters are fucking lit, though. Finally getting to see Granny Psycho actually fight somebody.
I had to remember. My brain blanked for a second there.
I took a screenshot of the Dandadan chapter. Because Granny's eyes were just so lit in this panel.
Yeah, they were.
That was in the second chapter, though, so...
I did take a picture. Ah, yeah, that's why I took that picture.
Which picture?
The my groin is growing hot picture.
Oh, yeah, because Dandadan returned to its fucking... its roots of...
Genitalia,
yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, just a really good chapter.
Yeah, got some more info on Jermaine. I guess his sword that he has is stolen from a shrine. They said it was... Whose sword is it? Basically said what it is, too. It's made to steal the powers of yokai. And it was dangerous, so they sealed it away. And someone stole it recently.
And they still just have no idea on
who it could be. And more people that have seen Jermaine know that they feel like they've known him for a while, but can't seem to remember his face. Which is a very convenient power to have.
Incredibly convenient power.
Remain hidden.
To be fair to him, though, he does seem to have a lot of powers. Yeah, just does not want to work right now.
Well, yeah, we just don't know how many yokai he's fucking taken out, even just by himself. But then, this is the third person that we've seen that he's hired to try and take people's abilities from. So how many other people have been successful?
Yeah, and them saying now that there's like a whole website where they're like gathering people, like contracts.
I still want to know if it would work on Momo and Granny.
I still think it would on Momo because it is intrinsic to her, but I don't know what they're thinking with Granny because it does not seem intrinsic to her.
Yeah, Granny's comes from a contract from not
with
even a
gods.
yokai.
Yeah.
So
it's more like she's wielding the weapon of that god's power.
Because the whole thing with Momo is it's her own spiritual power. It's not a yokai power. And it seemed to me that this thing was yokai related, and Momo's not yokai related. But it's kind of thrown in this. She's thrown in the same bin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's not a Kinta or a Vamala who uses alien tech for their abilities. Everyone else uses yokai abilities.
I do find it curious. I wonder how they're going to get, because someone's going to lose their powers. And I wonder how they're going to get tricked, because it seems like everybody has gotten the piece of information that they have to actually, surrender. Because I think the bull mentions it, that you have to make them yield.
Did he say that?
I don't think he said the actual word.
But he kept asking, have you yielded yet?
Yeah.
Or did you give up yet?
And the kids mentioned it to each other when they got together.
But I think it's going to have to be somebody's going to get their shit lost. And by doing so now, they're going to know that's when it's going to be obvious to them.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's obvious to us because we heard it outright from Jermaine. You know what I mean? I feel like if that wasn't said, we wouldn't have been putting you know, in the situation that they're in, like, put yourself in their shoes, it might not be as obvious as it is to us.
True. I was trying to look over it again to see if he mentions anything.
But, good shit. I love the police officer at the end trying to ask him questions, and they're like,
There's poof.
yeah, nah, bruh.
Peace.
We out of here. We want nothing to do with that. But then it's the same.
It's literally the same police officer.
Yeah. And again, he looks just like the dude in fucking Persona 3. The cop in Persona 3. Just slightly different hair.
So grizzled and scarred.
Yeah. But he's like that cop's still just been through all that shit with Zuma and them, so it's not like
He's probably spiritually awoken now too.
well, yeah.
Because
Now
Queen proves that she just kind of got it through exposure.
yeah.
Also, did you notice in the anime we saw her?
Who?
Queen.
The person we just met in the
school. The school nurse.
Oh yes, I did notice.
Yeah.
Yes. I did.
I was like, huh.
I wonder if she was in that chapter.
I bet she was. I do think she was, and we just
Well, because
blamed her because it's a passing moment.
yeah, and she didn't become relevant again for how many chapters later?
Yeah.
80?
Maybe even more.
But yeah, no, it was good shit.
Good shit.
I wish we got to see actually like, because I think she was outside of her domain, so she wasn't.
Yeah. She just kind of being their asses hand to hand.
And then pulled the
Talisman out, and then still proceeded to beat ass.
just the fisticuffs.
Like she's like, now you'll deal with God, and then kicks him in the mouth.
Which then he explodes.
Yes, he does then explode, but
But I think that
expected
was,
God to be a little more direct about.
I did not give one iota of a fuck about that guy's backstory. Not gonna lie. The bull guy.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was thinking about the two cooler guys that were fighting with Psycho. Yeah, I don't give a shit about it.
I skimmed through the shit out of that. I was like, this is just.
I didn't only and because some of that was like, oh, I got it on the contract site and shit.
Well,
like
yeah,
that.
once I saw that he was talking about that, I would read it. But then anytime he was talking about his wife, I would skim through the
It's like,
bubble.
whoop.
I was like, okay, we're never going to see you again. I don't care about your heart-wrenching backstory.
That's never true in Dandadan. Well,
True.
never guaranteed in Dandadan.
But I think it's at least a fair assessment for this guy, and I got the general gist of the idea of what his backstory is about, and I don't think it's going to be that important later on.
Got many a surprise.
And if we do, I'll go back and reread the 3 pages, okay? No big whoop. But the time reading the 3 pages is like, get me out of here. Give me more Jermaine
Seeing the
news.
school nurse, 100 chapters later. We got Clerk Serpo.
Serpo just keeps showing up everywhere. But no, yeah, Dandadan was fire!
Nice.
As per usual.
I was going to say, I get more and more worried that Kaiju is ending.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
I definitely see it.
It also just gets to that point, like, how do you one this shit up?
Well, because based on what I see here, they're going to defeat this kaiju here.
Yeah.
Because technically, kaiju number 10, 9, kaiju number 9,
Yes.
is already defeated. Whatever entity this is, isn't kaiju number 9. It's whatever thing was in him or amalgamation of things is in control now.
I just don't know how much more, like, they can go beyond this when it's literally, like, trying to speak people in half. While blocking multiple weapons.
Yeah. And, you know, Kafka agreeing to become a kaiju.
That's the only part where I'm like, maybe there could be more. At the same time, it could just end there. Like, I do think it's ending.
Yeah, well, again, we talked about it on the last episode that it's like, really, even if they do win here, what else is there to do other than maybe sealing the gate so no more kaijus can come through?
Yeah.
Because it seems to me that whatever this dude is the Mac Daddy of kaijus.
Oh, you know what the best possible ending is? When they beat it, it just splits out into all the kaijus that it was merged from.
That would be the worst case scenario.
Not for me as a reader.
For them, it would be because no one can fight. They're all.
No, because now it's going to be like,
oh,
Inuyasha, let's go get all the shards of the kaiju.
Nope. You know who can still fight? Crossbow guy.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Bowgun.
Yep, he's got it down. And maybe Reno. We don't know what he's up to.
He might be still fighting the tall, lanky ones.
Probably.
I bet he's the next one to jump in on this fight now. Now that you mentioned Reno, he's coming.
Probably. I mean, they were just like...
Nine was controlling those tall ones. Nine's gone now. This thing
and they weren't... They weren't all that special. They weren't a fucking...
They weren't floating ice blasters.
Yeah,
special.
They weren't... What are they called? Daikaijus?
Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't Daikaijus. They were just regular... They weren't even high magnitude. They were just large things that were interrupting the flow of things. They're farther!
Yeah, Reno's coming. These two are going to go down. Reno and Shinomiya are going to come in because they're the new generation.
Yeah.
And they'll finish it together like a proper shonen squad.
Yes. And then Kafka, now realizing that he is a full kaiju, will go off to seal the gate and stay on the other side.
Oof, Kingdom Hearts style. I thought I was going even cheaper. I was going to be like, and then it flashes forward to when Kafka is leader of the GAFTA or whatever. It's fucking, and he's by Mina's side.
The Kingdom Hearts ending for 3 is bullshit.
That would also be like fucking. That'd be so perfect because it's like his whole dream was being by Mina's side. He has to literally like give up that dream to like save humanity.
Yep. Big Sag.
Yeah, I'm going Kingdom Hearts 2 ending. Also, I don't know how 3 ends.
Well, maybe if you played it.
No.
You know what? That was a weird one because I looked it up and I'm like, But then I realized I beat Kingdom Hearts 2 on the PlayStation 2, I think. But I thought it was the PlayStation 3. Because remember how I bought the 1.5 and 2.5 collection?
Yeah.
I was pretty sure that's how I beat them both. But I was looking at the trophies.
I feel like that's I feel like that's later than you played 2.
I don't know.
Because we were playing fucking Birth by Sleep on PSPs.
Well, that was my first Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. I'm just saying for like time reference.
Because I played Kingdom Hearts chronologically.
Did you not? Oh, if you played it chronologically, you definitely didn't borrow mine then, because I did not own Kingdom Hearts 1.
Because I played the 1.5 remix, which came with 1 Chain of Memories or whatever the other 2 bullshit ones. And that's how I beat that. And then I got the 2.5 collection when that came out. But I looked through my trophies and saw that, and I was looking, I was like, oh, one of the first trophies is beat the game on proud mode. And I was like, I don't have that trophy. And I have played every Kingdom Hearts game on proud mode. And then the one right below is just to beat it on normal. And I'm like,
something's really remiss here.
I have beat this game. Why do I not have trophies for clearing this game? And then I'm looking all the way down, and I'm like, I only have trophies for clearing like the first 3 worlds. What the fuck? On both Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
Oof.
And I'm like, what is going on? This is horseshit. And I demand to know why. So now some rando looks at my PlayStation account.
It thinks you just scoffed at Kingdom Hearts. Yeah.
It's like,
he couldn't beat World 4 in Kingdom Hearts 1, and then he started 2. That months. He won't even know why Roxas is here. Well, I guess he wouldn't know why Roxas is here anyways.
No, because
he would have played Chain of Memory.
Nobody played Chain of Memories. Isn't Chain of Memories the one that you have to still play, or is that the one that they added all just the cutscenes?
No, that one's playable.
In the 1.5 collection?
Yes, that one's playable, isn't it?
Savage.
There's one that's only cutscenes in there. I know.
Well, in both 1.5 and 2.5, one game in both is just cutscenes.
I'm going to have to say one of them's definitely re-encoded for one of the two
Let's
of
hope
them.
so, because that's the phone game.
It's absolute garbage. I want to say it's 365 over 2 days. But I don't know if they even bothered adding the cutscenes from that.
No, I feel like 365 over 2 days would be the one you would play. Because that one was on, what, DS?
It was on DS, but I don't think they put the actual, like,
because I feel like that would be so much more convertible. Because what was Chain of Memories on? Was that also DS?
Game Boy.
Yeah, Game Boy. Okay, yeah. Game Boy. Holy
Game Boy.
Jesus
I know, right?
Christ.
Probably advanced, but still. It's one of the Game Boys. And that's why I don't think they bothered 365, because I think that
Still
the 2
pisses me
mix
off that the
has
fact
Birth by Sleep.
That Kingdom Hearts 2 is actually Kingdom Hearts 4, and Kingdom Hearts 3 is actually Kingdom Hearts fucking, like, 9.
Yeah, I was going to say like 8 or 9, probably. Because it's
Birth by Sleep.
Birth by Sleep, the Lightning extra episode thing. Trying to go chronological, trying. So help me fucking God, trying. 1, Chain of Memories. I don't know where the fuck re-encoded goes, so I'm going to just say re-encoded now.
Yeah.
2, nope. 365 over 2 days.
Yep.
2,
Dream Drop is in there somewhere.
Dream
after
Drop.
that.
I totally forgot Dream Drop exists.
Yeah, Dream Drop does.
It is, yeah, it's definitely after 2.
Hey, that one wasn't terrible. Dream Drop just.
I like Dream Drop. Actually, it's the only one where I beat the secret boss.
Nice.
And got Ultimate Weapon.
Because
we're almost done. Then 3.
I did everything in 2. Because I even got Perfect Form, which you need to do everything to get Perfect Form or Master Form, whatever one's the better one. And then the only thing I didn't do was beat Sephiroth because it's fucking Sephiroth.
More than me. I think I got them all here.
Then there's that quick demo in the...
I counted the Aqua thing.
The Aqua thing, yeah, because that's technically takes place right before 3.
I thought
technically it takes place over all of them.
Yeah, I was going to say, it still takes place like right after Birth by Sleep, kind of, too.
But then the immediate end of it is how 3 opens.
Oh, and there's another mobile game, too, Union Cross.
Gross. And then 3.
Yeah. So 3 is like the 10th Kingdom Hearts game. Kind of, sort of. Because it's questionable if we should even be counting the Aqua thing.
Yeah.
But that would only put it at like the 9th then, if we cross that out.
And there will 100% be a Kingdom Hearts 4.
Because you have to sadly count re-encoded no matter what, because they made it plot relevant. And that's where all the digital data stuff came from. Is re-encoded. Anything that references datascapes or data versions of things, you have re-encoded to blame.
There's also a movie in 2.8, which is Dream Drop Distance, the Aqua thing, and
that little tiny bit about the masked people talking about the Keyblade War coming or something.
Yeah, that's the movie.
Yeah. And yeah, I saw the trailer for 4. Like, what was that, like 7 years ago now?
Something like that.
Right when they announced it too, I was just kind of laughing at them because I'm like, this isn't going to be out anytime. And
it's just more Nomura, because Nomura's fucking pissed off that he got taken off of Final Fantasy 13 Versus, and it got changed completely from his original design to Final Fantasy 15. So now he's going to put his original story of Final Fantasy Versus into Kingdom Hearts as that fucking video game that is in Kingdom Hearts 3. in the Toy Story world that I forget its name, and you look at the main character and you're like, ah, yes, that's just the original concept art of fucking Noctis. And the girl, ah, yes, that's just Luna Freya's original concept art. Ah, I see what you're doing, Nomura. Okay. Ah, yes, this building looks familiar. Wait a minute, this is the building that was in the fucking concept trailer for Versus 13.
God,
Damn
that
you,
trailer
Nomura!
slapped.
Oh, yeah, for the
Yeah.
original 13 concept. 15, sorry.
I would love to see Nomura's script for that. I would actually murder someone to see that goddamn script.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah,
you
I
would.
would.
Hate life.
I would laugh so hard, though, because it didn't come true.
I will say that 15, after it got all of its updates and all the episode downloads, is a much better game, but it should have all been together as one.
That's I'm
When
also
that game
wondering
came out,
where Nomura's vision and what we got.
oh, that's my
different.
other platinum, Final Fantasy 15.
Hey.
Yes.
I wonder if it's even... I don't even think Nomura had, like, the bro journey in his concept.
Probably not. I know the bros existed, though, because they were in a trailer, and you were able to... Because in the concept
There's also
trailers...
a controllable female in the trailer.
Yeah, Luna Freya.
Yeah.
Because you could also control the others before 15.
And go inside, like, tanks and mech suit things.
Yeah. 15 in mainline game didn't let you control the other players until mad late into its development. So you can do it now.
So many patches.
Because you controlling them though in like they're each the only episode
it didn't come
play
until
is
Royal Edition.
Yeah.
Which was even after all of their DLC episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe before Ignis, but I could be mistaken. Definitely before episode Arden.
Arden and Prompto are the only two I didn't play, but I have actually bought and
I
downloaded
watched someone play Promptos.
Prompto looks like the most interesting story one too, surprisingly, but I was
How's that Dragoon chick?
Yeah, Arnea.
Yeah.
Because I guess he's like part of the royal family of the Bad Empire.
Hey. Prompto Greyjoy.
Yeah. Actually, quite literally what it was, I think. But the fucking... Because... Fighting as Ignis, once I did that, I was like, oh my god, Ignis is fucking lit. Like, his fighting.
Yeah.
And I just was... Ugh, I hate what they did with Gilgamesh in 15. It's like, this is not Gilgamesh. Take his name out of your fucking mouth. 7... Rebirth, though, did Gilgamesh serious justice. Holy shit, is that a hard fight. And an awesome fight. And it just is Gilgamesh. And it's a beautiful environment you fight him into. Play Rebirth.
Someday. I mean...
You got beat Remake first.
Yeah.
But anyway. Kagurabachi.
Yes.
Do we have one or two Kagurabachis?
One, because of that weird scheduling change.
Yes, okay.
Which was... Oh, yes. It was... Before I even loaded, it came back to me. It was all about Samura's daughter. Mm-hmm. And how everyone can see the owl blotting out the sky.
So I was right. Everyone is aware of the owl. So it makes sense the ninja people would know where she is, because they're the ones that cast the spell on her. But how the fuck did the Hishaku find out that she... They didn't know who she was or any info, just they knew where she would be.
There's gotta be something with the seal itself they're tracking, maybe?
Because they tracked it all the way down to the classroom.
Yeah. Though it also seems like they might not know it's the exact classroom. Like, they might be planning to go room to room and just got really lucky.
Maybe.
But still has a lot to say about the tracking. That it brought them there first.
I just love how in the classroom they're all talking about Chihiro, and he's like, "Oh my god, you know that murderer on the stage play?" And then later, this fucking classroom door just opens, and he's just standing there.
Suddenly, murderer.
And then his next frame, his sword is at the dude's throat, about ready to cut his head off.
God, I love Kagurabachi.
Yes, I love that Chihiro is not... It would be so easy to make him the the standard
You, evildoer, fight me.
Like the holier than thou crybaby main character.
For the honor of my family, duel me.
Nah, he's just like, bitch.
No, I'm gonna chop your head off in front of a whole room of children. I'll spray your blood across their faces.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
And then just some stuff about how she's about to get her memories back.
Or it's like she's like fighting with it to like feels like she's forgetting something and is like digging into it to try and remember. Do you think that Samora knows where she is? Well,
I don't think
he's
so.
about to know because if Chihiro uses the abilities of N10.
And I would guess
he
that
would
if
know.
the seal breaks, that's like fucking with her memories or whatever, then it'll probably...
Well, because if Owl's watching this guy and can see everything, as soon as the seal breaks and he remembers what his daughter looks like, he'll instantly know, oh shit, that's my daughter over in that such and such street. But if the Owl's watching the sky and everything, the Owl's also going to pick up on any enchanted blade wielders, so he'll, know that, okay, Chihiro is alive, I thought I killed him, or, okay, I pretended to kill Chihiro so that he would break free from the sword. Now he's got the sword back, so he just chose to die, so I'm going to go there. And it's like...
He's probably not even going to use it, though.
It depends on what this guy's got in his bag.
True.
Because can Chihiro, with just sword skills, take out a sorcerer? He hasn't done it yet. This guy's a marked Hishaku member.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's not fodder.
He's not fodder. So, I don't know.
At least he has help.
Yeah, with the ninjas, which are we're the perfect counter to Samora, but I think Owl is going to now counter his perfect counter.
Yeah.
So, there's that. And there's still the third ability that we don't know about.
Yeah.
Every sword has, so far, 3 abilities.
Yeah, it seems pretty consistent.
I just want more Shinuichi, dude.
Yeah.
I need more of that dude, brah. What's up with him? I really, really do not want him to just get killed and then Hishaku leader guy, I forget his name. Yura. To just take the Shinuichi.
John Hishaku.
I would much rather the original wielder be the threat with the Shinuichi than the Hishaku with the Shinuichi.
I'm sure we'll at least get a conversation. That's what I want.
Or something. But then at the same time, is Yura ever... If Yura does... Unless he just goes into hide and waits till the Shinuichi dude is taking care of himself and then pops up out of nowhere to steal it. So now we got Shinuichi after Shinuichi.
I'm going to make a bold prediction.
Oh.
And it is a bold, very early prediction. I'm going to throw some chips on the fact that I think Yura might be related to him.
Maybe.
I bet he's in there not just for being an evil asshole, but like maybe being penitent. Maybe he's like started talking about the war.
I think he's just a murder hobo.
A murder hobo?
Yeah, in D&D terms. He was... Because from what I gather so far of what we've seen from all of the swordsmen... Minus one, we don't know the original owner of Cloudgadger because he's the one dude that did die. Assumingly, I don't think it's been confirmed other than the fact that there were 7, they were all used in the war, and Cloudgadger was the only one that didn't have a sword bearer, i.e., he died, or she died. But Samora seems more traumatized by the actions they did. Urahara was more upbeat, but at the same time, like... we're going to preserve the status quo. The female girl, she doesn't seem all that too effective based on the stills we've seen. But again, it's not very... She could be affected somehow.
And Chef Man.
Yeah, but... And the other guy, did we even see his face? Or is
we see his face.
Kind of like...
He's like one of the knots that like fishmongers have around his head.
And
they mentioned that he cooks.
Yeah. but they don't seem like
affected
in the terms even like that their swords are gone. They're like, yeah, I guess. I mean, it kind of sucks.
Not in the same way Shinoichi guy is shown every time.
Yeah, he seems like he's having withdrawals, and he's in a prison. So I think he was high on power and didn't want to give it up. So they had to pull some shenanigans to get him in there.
Yeah.
And the sword away from him. Especially because the sword was then sealed away so that he can use it, because he can use it remotely when someone else is holding it. So I think he was on a power trip and was like, this war is over, but I don't want it to be over.
I'm going to
type
kill
deal.
a bunch of children.
Yeah, I want the war to keep going type deal. I think he was one of them. So, that's my hypothesis on why he's the only one that's in prison. I don't think it's because we need you to be super uber duper safe.
Everyone else gets like specifically curated to them guards and people to cook for them.
Yeah, they're living the high life over here, but
Samura has ninjas like feeding the food to him for him.
Urahara had a whole temple to himself. He did whatever he wanted. These two people got out of a fucking car and were walking around like whatever. So they're not too concerned about those people. But for some reason, this guy is wearing what looks like prisoner clothes. We never see his face. He's always sitting down, surrounded by pillars with the fucking talisman sealed.
And at
paper.
Kamunabe headquarters.
Yeah. So something's up with that guy.
Yeah.
That's not kosher. That the Kabunami's like, you can't go outside. You like killing people too much, and your sword is too strong.
We'd execute you if it didn't make the blade usable.
Yeah. I still want to know who the traitor is.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely one of those higher ups that we've seen.
Gotta be.
Because you would need someone with the most amount of knowledge, too. You can't just have fucking, you know what I mean? Just some random.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely like one of their closest guarded secrets would be the locations of all of them.
Yeah. You're not just going to have a random Kabunami member know that.
Yeah.
Like the fucking Shoujo Beat Squad. I don't think they knew what was up.
The anti-Sojo squad.
The anti-Sojo squad?
The anti-living squad.
Yeah. The one where one dude walked away from that? Or is it two people?
I think it was one. Who we haven't seen again.
True. So I remember seeing him in the hospital. Either way, Shoujo fucked them up. Off screen, mind you. Most of it. They went to play their trump card on him, and they're like, oh, Shoujo's in trouble. And it's showing Chihiro doing his thing. And then, oh, wait a minute. Shoujo's here.
It showed him do it.
Well,
like,
yeah,
I had a breakthrough, and then suddenly he went through the guy, left a hole at him.
Not immediately. Like, the chapter ended or whatever when they were going to do their Trump shit, went to Chihiro's business.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Chihiro's standing in front of Shoujo. And then it showed Shoujo.
Oh, yeah, went back to do it, yeah.
Went back to it. Fucking wild. This guy's got fucked. Kabunami stocks went down that day.
They had such cool combos, too.
Did we fit in Chainsaw Man real quick?
No. Rather wait.
The negative stocks?
Yes.
Wait.
Speaking of negative stocks. Centuria was super sad.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, that's...
We'll get that one. We'll do a 4 for them. 4 for 4. For Centuria. Yeah. But if it isn't made apparent, we're going to end it there.
Dukes of Weebdom.
Dukes of Weebdom. 92. Thanks for stopping in. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Bye-bye.